Barreleye fish. Look at this thing long enough, and something starts to feel wrong. The head is transparent, a fluid-filled dome sitting on top of a small fish like a glass bubble. And right above the mouth, you'll spot two dark spots. Most people assume those are the eyes, and they're not. Those are nostrils. The real eyes are inside the dome. Two glowing green orbs, floating in fluid, aimed almost permanently straight up. Not forward, up. That design exists for one reason. Barreleye fish live far below the sunlit zone, in water where light barely reaches. Their tubular green eyes are built to catch silhouettes, the outlines of prey drifting above them, backlit by whatever faint glow filters down from the surface. The eyes don't need to see everything. They only need to see what's above. But this fish has another habit. It steals food from jellyfish. That means getting close to venomous tentacles. Very close. The transparent dome isn't just strange looking. It's a shield, a fluid-filled barrier protecting those eyes from stings that would destroy them. Most fish protect themselves by swimming away. This one built armor around the part it can't afford to lose. Deep-sea anglerfish. Go deeper, past the point where any light reaches at all. This is where the anglerfish lives. The body is misshapen. The teeth angle inward so that anything entering the mouth cannot back out. And growing from the forehead is a modified spine, tipped with a glowing lure, lit by bioluminescent bacteria living inside it. In total darkness, that light is the only thing moving. Prey swim toward it. The mouth is already open. That part is well known. What people don't talk about as much is the reproduction. Every anglerfish you've ever seen in a photo is female. The males are tiny, a fraction of the female size, too small to hunt, built for one purpose only: find a female before running out of time. When a male finds one, he bites into her body, and he doesn't let go. His mouth fuses to her skin. Their blood vessels merge. Then slowly, his eyes dissolve. His organs break down. His brain disappears. He degrades piece by piece until nothing remains except a small reproductive structure attached to her body, kept alive by her blood. The ocean is vast and completely dark. Finding another member of your species might never happen again. This is the solution. Once contact is made, separation becomes impossible. It is one of the strangest survival systems in the animal world, turning a mate into something closer to a permanent attachment. Archerfish come all the way up to the surface, into warm, shallow water, into the tangled roots of a tropical mangrove forest. Here, every fish is hunting the same food. One species looked up and found something no competitor could reach: insects sitting on leaves just above the waterline. When an archerfish spots a target, it positions itself carefully beneath the surface. It presses its tongue against the roof of its mouth, forming a narrow channel. Then it slams its gill covers shut. A tight, precise jet of water fires upward. The insect is knocked off its perch and falls into the water below. But this is the part that makes it genuinely hard to explain. Light bends when it crosses from water into air, which means the insect the archerfish sees from below is not actually where it appears to be. The image is shifted, distorted by refraction. The archerfish corrects for this, automatically. Its brain calculates the angle, adjusts the aim, and modulates the force of the shot based on distance and target size. Effective range up to 2 meters. Accuracy near perfect. No other fish does this. The archerfish found a food source its competitors couldn't touch, then evolved the hardware to exploit it. Hagfish. The hagfish has no jaw, no scales, almost no functional eyes. It moves slowly across the seafloor, feeding on dead animals. It looks like a pale, featureless tube. It is also almost impossible to eat. When a shark bites a hagfish, glands along the body fire almost instantly. They release protein microfibers into the water. Those fibers expand thousands of times their original size within seconds. The water around the shark's head fills with thick, dense, gelatinous slime. That slime enters the gills. The shark cannot breathe. The choking reflex triggers. The shark releases the hagfish and retreats. Then the hagfish does something that is almost difficult to believe. It ties its own body into a knot. It slides that knot from head to tail, using the motion to scrape the slime off its own skin. Then it swims away. No venom, no speed, no armor, just chemistry and one very specific knot. For a creature that looks like it should be easy prey, the hagfish has made itself one of the least rewarding things in the ocean to attack. Mudskipper. When the tide pulls back and exposes the mudflat, every other fish retreats with it. The mudskipper climbs out. It uses its pectoral fins like crutches, hauling itself across the mud. It can jump. It can climb mangrove roots. It can spend hours on land, moving through a space where large predatory fish cannot follow. The mudflat is full of insects, worms, and small crabs. There is almost no competition for any of it. To survive out there, the mudskipper changed nearly everything. Its eyes sit on top of its head, each one moving independently, a full periscope system for scanning threats from above. It can't use its gills in air, so it breathes through its skin, the way a frog does, absorbing oxygen directly as long as the skin stays moist. And it carries a small reserve of water in its gill chambers, a portable supply that extends how long it can stay on land. It is not an amphibian, it is a fish that found an unoccupied habitat and rebuilt itself to fit inside it. Blobfish. Search for the world's ugliest animal, and this face appears immediately. Drooping, melting, pink, deeply unhappy. It has become a symbol of unfortunate design. That reputation is almost entirely wrong. The blobfish lives at around 1,200 meters below the surface, where water pressure exceeds 100 times what you experience at sea level. At that depth, a standard swim bladder would collapse immediately, so the blobfish evolved without one. Its body is made of a gelatinous material, slightly less dense than seawater, that lets it float at depth without spending energy. In its actual environment, it looks like an ordinary fish. Then researchers dragged one to the surface in a trawl net. The rapid ascent stripped away over 100 atmospheres of pressure. The tissue that was perfectly functional at depth lost all structural support at sea level. What arrived on the boat was not what the animal looks like. It was what happens when you remove a deep-pressure organism from the only conditions its body was built for. The blobfish didn't fail at design. It succeeded at surviving 1,200 meters of pressure. What we photographed was the aftermath of pulling it out of the one place where it works. Thanks for watching. If you made it this far, you already know what to do.